I'm actually very new to this sport. I've only been hunting for, it'll be actually 1 year this week. It was something that I wanted to do for a very long time when I was a little kid. I just never was in a position or situation where I could take advantage of, practicing that sport. I remember I was probably around 11 years old when it first came to my mind. My dad, he brought home some venison, and he gave us some of the venison, and I thought it was delicious. And I asked him, what is this? Where's it from? And he said one of his friends at work hunted deer, and that's what it was. And I asked him, well, hey, could you take me hunting? Could we go try it? I'd love to, that sounds really cool. And my dad, being dad, said no. Why would I want to go and stand out in the cold for hours when I could just go to the store and buy my meat? And that was the end of that. That's kind of the culture where I come from is, Dad says this, and that's the end of that. I understand my dad, where he's coming from. Yeah, he's an immigrant from Mexico, came out here in the 1960s. So for him, being here was about, working, surviving, providing, and trying to, have a more comfortable life than where he was coming from. So I could see, he didn't have a lot of time, and our family life, when I was young, was surrounded around work. Today, I don't have that kind of pressure, so I have an opportunity of a little extra time to be able to pursue some of this stuff that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and not only do it myself, but more than anything, for my kids, so that they can experience this and create memories that, we're never going to forget. So this is my son Arturo, and then I've got my son Diego, and I also have 2 daughters, Natalia and baby Annabelle. When we went out for the first time, I had to drag them out of bed. But now, they know, okay, so we got to get up, we got to get out to the site. I go in and just say, hey guys, get up, and then they get up. It's actually really, really cool to see them get up so early without me pushing them. My boys, they're each very different. One is extremely active. So him, I can take him anywhere and he will push through. If something's difficult, he'll make it through. My other son, he's autistic. He's on the spectrum and has a couple learning disabilities, and he has much more significant needs. And the IRAP properties are actually very well tailored to kids on the spectrum or kids with disabilities. So Arturo here, he does not like to walk very far. Do you want to walk mountains, up mountains? You want to go up and down mountains? No. And that's totally fine. So the IRAP program is willing to, take that into consideration when assigning properties, which we're very grateful for, because otherwise, it would be very hard for him to participate in this sport sometimes. These kids can do everything that any other kid can do. They just need slight accommodations, and I think IRAP takes that into consideration. And that helps out a lot, right, buddy?
Mm-hmm. I enjoy all the animals to hunt, and I like grateful things with my brother and my dad, too.
Arturo had a huge doe in his sights, right?
Yes, I did. And I did not shoot at all. I'm so scared, and I did not shoot at all.
You were very nervous, right?
Yes.
And what did I say? Is it okay to be nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't shoot it, and it got away, and we still had a great time, didn't we?
Yes.
I always wanted to do it since when I was a kid, but now that I actually got to do it, it's not about me going out and hunting. For me, it's about taking my kids hunting. And I had a conversation about this with my wife, because she still felt, she thought that, it was just hunting. And I told her, no, if Diego or Arturo were not interested in this, I wouldn't be pursuing it. Because for me, it's about building experiences with them, teaching them something, hoping that they'll want to do it too, so that we can keep doing it even when I get of old age. It's something we can continue to do.
And then the last day we hunt, I'm just sleeping. My dad's like, look over there. And so when I look, I grab the gun, look through the scope, see it's a buck. Then my dad says, whenever you're ready, shoot it. And by the time he ends the sentence, I've already shot it. I felt excited when I shot that buck instantly, because at first I was a little nervous that I would get off and either hit it in the back or back strap, which is the best part. But I shot it right where I was supposed to. I wasted no meat. Right, Dad?
That's right. I'm a school teacher by profession, and being taught something, I think, makes a big impact on an outcome. So I think Learn to Hunt in combination with IRAP really made this successful for us. What interests me the most is finding a place that I know my kids will be successful. I want to set them up for success. So, for the kids, I think it's important that the parent knows exactly where they're going, and these IRAP properties make it very easy because they're just so accessible. I think that's probably the most important thing for taking out a first-time child hunting, is so that they don't have any anxiety or worries. I believe for somebody that has never hunted or has very limited experience in hunting and wants their children to have that, some experience in hunting or participate in it, IRAP is probably the best option that I think is out there to bring kids into the sport. There's so many good things about the IRAP program. Having access to a place to hunt that you as a new hunter or someone that you're taking out your kids for the first time, you're gonna be comfortable, and if something doesn't go right, it's okay. You're not messing up anybody else's hunt. I think it really helps build confidence. Without the landowners allowing us to hunt their land, I wouldn't have the experiences and the memories that I'm building with these kids. For me, it's more about them than about me. I'm not building memories just for myself. I want to create memories with these kids and help them gain skills that they can pass on to their kids.